I did a webinar recently with MarketingProfs called Corporate Training Ask Me Anything on Analytics, and it was a really fun event. I love doing MarketingProfs events. The folks for that event had asked a whole bunch of questions in advance and wanted to take some time to answer them because we got to about half of them during the event, and so there's this whole pile left over. So let's talk about the one I thought was really interesting. Somebody asked the question, what reports are important to pull for marketing management meetings? And the flippant glib answer would be the ones that won't get you fired. But it's a really good question in a lot of ways because it makes you think, okay, what is important? What are the things that people need? And so I view reports and report structures in sort of three-part sequencing. In dashboards, in reports, PowerPoint decks, presentations, any kind of analytics, it's why, what, how. And so to begin with, you have the why metrics. Why are we even having this meeting? Why do I have a job? What are the critical measures? These you would call either business goals or key performance indicators. And if you have not read on the blog in the past, I define key performance indicators as if this number goes the wrong way, we get fired, right? So if it's if his website traffic goes to zero, you get fired. If your cost per click goes to $1 million a click, you get fired. So your first level of metrics are always the why metrics. Why are we having this conversation? So your KPIs, your business goals. Your second level of metrics are the what metrics. Okay, why are we talking about things? Then what happened? What are the details that go into those KPIs? So if a KPI is lead forms filled, then using your analytics and your data science, what are the numbers that feed that lead form? Is it just website traffic? Is it social media? Is it a combination of variables? The answer is almost certainly yes, by the way. So what are the second level of variables that contribute? And then the third layer of metrics is the how. How did these things happen? And that's where you can get into not only more metrics, more derivative metrics, but also what are qualitative things or organizational things. So maybe if leads for this quarter is super important, that's your why number, and website traffic from email is sort of your what metric. Then your how could be the number of emails sent, the open rate, the cadence at which they were sent, all of these things that contribute to your emails being a lead driver, but maybe not necessarily something you want top level. When you're structuring these reports to take to a marketing meeting, a management meeting, you always want the executive summary and the first page, whatever, to be the why metrics. So, this is why you're here. I have joked in the past with some folks that it may be appropriate even just to have green arrow up, red arrow down, and that may be enough for people. So the second page, or scroll down below the fold, is your what, and then you keep going to the how. That way you're not throwing a ton of data for people who don't care about the what and the how. If they want to, they can get to it. But also, if they have a question, you have the supporting data that contributes to those why numbers. So that's what I would say at a broad level, what you should be bringing, what reports you should be pulling for marketing and management meetings. That and anything that deals with attribution analysis, explaining why. Because fundamentally, think about analytics and reporting as a hierarchy. So the hierarchy of analytics. Descriptive analytics are what happened. Diagnostic analytics are why. Predictive analytics are what next. Prescriptive analytics are what should we do about it. And then finally, proactive analytics are how do we have a machine do it for us. So at the very least, you want what happened and why to be in that reporting and be able to do that attribution on the fly and explain it. So hopefully this is useful and helpful to you. We're going to answer some more of these questions, about half a dozen of them, for you to peruse and think about over time. I'm going to post them here on LinkedIn, on YouTube, and on the blog. Thanks for watching. Oh, and if you're not subscribed to the blog and the newsletter, please go to christopherspenn.com/newsletter, and you'll be able to subscribe to the newsletter and get notice of all these new videos and stuff as I publish them each week. Thanks for watching.